So I'm going to show you how to pin a folder to your desktop here. And the reason why I'm going to be showing this is because, as you notice down here in my taskbar, or excuse me, I'm going to show you how to pin folders to your taskbar. If you look down here at my taskbar, you notice that I have all of these icons here. And the reason why I have so many is because I test for multiple different versions of all of these different browsers. So I have 1, 2, 3 different Opera browsers that I test for: Opera Developer, Beta, and the final release version. And the same thing for Google. I test for the Google Development browser, which is Canary, and then the main Google browser, same thing for Firefox and all that. So when you have all these icons pinned down here so that you can get to them easy, it really starts to crowd your taskbar down here. So what I did was I put these into folders, and they're already pinned here, and I'm going to show you how to do that so that you can pin a folder with whatever you want to be able to get to easily right here into your taskbar, so that you can just really quickly get to it. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to right click, new, and folder. So you got your new folder here. Now you're going to put whatever you want in that folder, and it can be anything. And so now you have a folder created, which you can see right here that I have like Google browsers, and then I have my two icons, shortcuts from here. So I would like right click that if I wanted to put this on the desktop to plunk the shortcut into that folder. I would just go send it to the desktop. So anyway, put whatever you want in that folder. Then come off here to the side on your desktop, right click, and then do new, and then shortcut, not new folder, but this time you're going to do new shortcut. Then you're going to browse to wherever the location is, which in my case I'm going to go to the desktop. And I need to find that folder, don't I? So it would be new desktop, yeah. New, where is it? New folder. Yeah, clicked the wrong thing. There we go, new folder. Now here's the key. You're going to hit your home key to send your cursor to the beginning of this. And you're going to type Explorer. Now Explorer, if you remember from my other videos, Explorer is your file manager in Windows. We're not talking about Internet Explorer, which is your internet browser. We're talking about Explorer, which is the file manager. You're going to type Explorer, and then you're going to hit space, so that you have a space between this target and the Explorer. Now you're going to click next. You can type a name for the shortcut. So in this case, I might just type in new folder example, and then you're going to click finish. Now you see this. You see that? Move it to where it's a little bit darker so that you can see it easier for better contrast. So you see this new folder example here. Then you would right click and you would pin that to the taskbar, or you could drag it down and pin it to the taskbar. Either way, I prefer to right click and do pin to taskbar. Now, if you wanted this to have a different icon, as you've seen me do with these, because for example, I don't want this ugly looking foldery thing that's the default for your file manager, which is Explorer. That's the default icon for that. I don't want a bunch of these stuck down here. Okay, so I wanted my Google browser's shortcut for the folder that I made here to have the Google icon, right? So what you would do is you would right click, you would come down here to properties, change icon, and you would find a target icon. And in my case, what I did was I went and clicked browse. I went to program files x86, Google, Chrome, application, and then just click that open, and then boom. Now you can. So what you're really doing is you're finding the folder for whatever program that relates to the folder that you've made. Um, I have one for my media players and all that I created, and in that case, what I did was I went to come on, I think it's what percent. Can't remember what the target there was. I can find out easy enough. Okay, yeah. You type this in, percent system root percent backslash system32 and all that, and then you get all of these other icons here that you can choose from. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them, and you just choose something that kind of relates to what it is that you've created a folder for. So in this case, I chose that little icon that you would see as the default icon for like an MP3 file. So that's what I did for that. And then once you've created the shortcut and you've selected the icon that you want, then you're going to just right click and pin to your taskbar. If you pin it to the taskbar before you've changed the icon, which you can do that, it's just going to be this ugly looking icon thing here. So you're going to want to change the icon before you pin it to the taskbar. That way it looks all pretty and everything. Now, what this enables me to do, and I haven't done it yet, is again, as I showed you, I have all of this clutter down here, so I can be sure I'm actually unpinning the right one. Yeah, that's the Firefox browser's folder. So I can unpin, 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 unpin. And I can come down here and I can unpin, unpin, unpin. And you can see that that kind of freed me up some down here in my taskbar. And that's not just about doing your taskbar. It could also be that you want to kind of consolidate things on your desktop. If you have umpteen icons on your desktop and you want to group them, like you've seen me do, like I have my games grouped into a folder. I have icons that I use for like instant messengers or for my system icon and all there. I have all of those grouped into a folder. Um, all my wallpapers are grouped into folder, those kinds of things, but you still want to be able to find them easy, and you don't want to have to be clicking on the desktop and all, because especially if you have a window open, you may not want to have to close the window and go in and be hunting around on your desktop in folders and things. So what you would do is you would do what you've just seen me do here, where you create a new folder that you've grouped all those icons into, then right click, new, shortcut, find the target, again be sure that you have Explorer and a space before the target, and do the whole thing that you've just seen me show you how to do. And then you would just have to come down here and click that, and it's going to open up this window, and you're going to see your icons, and you would just, oh, it's double click. Duh. And it should launch the Firefox browser any year now. There you go. And you see. So it launches it. So there you go. That's how that whole thing works. And obviously too, when you do that, if you want larger icons, you can do that too. That's no big deal. To make it even quicker, obviously the larger the icon, the easier it is to click on it. So that's a pretty, ooh, don't want that yet. That's a pretty nifty little tool there that you can, your little trick that you can do that might help some people. I know it. I know that I really like it because it's helping me to declutter my taskbar. That's the way that I'm using it. So, good luck. Have fun. Play around with it.